All right, when do we start?
Right now. Where are you from?
All right. Oh, I'm German. I'm still German. I live in San Francisco and or in the Bay Area since 86. Um, um, have been working commercially ever since as a photographer, and in the last 6 years, focusing mostly on my artwork. Um, Part of this endeavor was, or still is, following the fires in California and photographing the landscape after those fires. It's not really the interest to, be a journalist and catching the flames, but it's more about what the landscape looked like after the fire crews have left.
Is the image
And
behind you related to that?
I'm going to down. Well, let's say it is related to the subject. Before the work about the fires, I was documenting Central Valley and the drought, which went on for 6 years. So I've been flying over the abandoned crops or any fields, and this is what you see,
Can you
a
move
landscape
completely out of the way?
after.
Do you mind completely moving out
Absolutely.
of the way for a second? Wow. So for
Um,
how high up off the ground were you when you took that?
we usually fly at about 1,000 feet and then start orbiting when I know the general area, and then we decide, if I need to go or if you need to go a little higher or a little lower to frame my picture at that. Um, and yeah, just about 1,000, 1,500 feet sometimes.
Wow. Wow. So our
Um, it's a pretty organized event. Let's say I should know, and usually I do know where exactly I want to be at what time, because the 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 time I really have to come up with a picture like the one behind is really short. Maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes before the sun comes up, or until 5 minutes maybe after the sun comes up, and then the beauty or the interest is it's gone so quick.
so I would imagine it's exact timing. I'm
So I've done a few exhibits in Berlin. I have done exhibits in San Francisco. I've done exhibits in Cologne, and this year I was going to have an exhibition at the World Affairs Council. They do have a gallery space, but well, actually last year that was. But that certainly didn't happen. So we decided on a virtual gallery show, and that's what what you're going to see has been done for.
okay. I will start the video right now.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little more about the film?
Well, this is a collection of images I've been doing for, I think, since the main fire starts. This was 2015, I think, when the first really big fires in California started. And then every year I would go out after the flight restrictions are lifted. I have a network of pilots I would be flying with either out of Haywood or out of Santa Rosa or out of Ventura. So this show was put together for the World's Affairs virtual gallery show.
Do you sell these works?
I sell prints, yes. I mean, my main work is not only about the fires, but also the last three images you saw, I've been following the California coastline. And those images certainly are a little easier to take in your home than a picture of burnt trees. But I think it was for the message mostly to make those pictures.
Are the prints the size of the image behind you?
The prints would be 40 by 40, or the vertical equivalent. Yeah, they're pretty big prints. Because also I'm shooting with a medium format camera, so the amount of information I can get into the print is quite phenomenal.
Very interesting comments I'm seeing from on the chat. Wow.
Are you shooting on film or on CCD?
No, it's digital. Yes.
Okay.
It's a medium format digital, which gives you. I mean, I have started this with shooting with a film camera, yes, with a 6x7, but then changing film in a two-seater helicopter with the door being taken out, it's kind of a waste of time, let's say.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
I'd love to see those first pictures again, the ones before we got to the film.
The
Oh,
from the website.
Yeah,
yeah,
the first thing we saw his work.
Were the faces?
that was my
Yeah.
screen.
We can do that.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, let me preface this a little more. So these portraits are all done in the same spot or within the same background, and so this year or last year I started then the same thing also with people wearing masks, and this may conclude the series of portraits for all the years I've been doing those. That's pretty interesting.
So
Side
where-
note, I thought.
Those are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And what's proof about?
Well, proof was an exhibition I did. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's okay.
Yes, tell
Go
us
ahead.
about it.
I think that's actually well. So this is actually more about what I was talking about earlier, that I would have the same person come in once a year for it's now 15 years for these portraits, and so this little show is more about that. And then I did a very large 4 meters by 1.50 meters print of 330 small pictures of all those portraits. So this was kind of the this was a part of a show beginning of last year. This large, very large print of portraits.
How large?
What's 4 meters? That's it's about 10 feet by 3 feet.
Okay,
No, almost 4 feet. Yeah,
that's big. Okay, I'll start this.
6 feet. Okay.
Wow.
Does it have to go so fast? I could sit there for 5 times as much photograph.
Well, you can stop it on your computer when you watch the video on my website.
Okay, so that's different various shows you have.
Well, this is part of the gallery shows I've been.
I will type this into. I'll type a text to everyone with the name with his web. Well, you'll receive a follow-up mailing with his website and how to be in touch with him. So that'll
That's
come
great.
in the next day. So wow. Do
Well,
you think?
thank you very much for seeing my work.